fresh installment of We Talk Sense. My name is Dan, the founder of WeMoney. Now, you may have been listening to We Talk Sense in our audio-only version of the podcast, which was on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to your podcast. Now, we ran 78 episodes with my co-host Blaise Pengilly, where we covered off topics around budgeting, credit scores, the psychology of money, and plenty of guests that helped us understand money better together. Now, the exciting thing about We Talk Sense moving forward is that we're taking the version from being audio only now also to a video format, so you can hear us and watch us if you like. If you're a listener and you've been with We Talk Sense for quite some time, then head over to YouTube and chuck us a subscribe and a like and help us build this community together. So, getting into today's show, what are we going to cover off? Well, we're going to recap the mission of We Talk Sense, a bit of personal background about me and my experience with money, and then delving into some money news. And don't forget, right at the end of the show, we're going to give our listeners and watchers a special opportunity to score some free WeMoney merch. Well, what is our mission here at We Talk Sense? Well, it's pretty simple. Together with you, helping create a big community of people that are sharing these authentic hints and tips about money so we can all get ahead with our finances together. Quick recap on myself, my experience with money, and what we're doing here at WeMoney to help accelerate financial wellness. Now, my personal story with money goes back more than 20 to 30 years when my parents came to Australia in the late 80s and early 90s. I just remember them working many menial jobs to put food on the table. Being from a low-income household, we knew the importance of money and making ends meet. And me and my sister used to go without a lot of the times, and that left a pretty deep, profound impact on me personally as I grew up to be a teenager and subsequently went on to tertiary studies, studying finance at university, and then working for banks. And during my time there, I just thought to myself, this topic of money and financial services is so complex. I experienced a range of different outcomes from a range of different people. People that you would ordinarily think would have a good grasp of financial concepts and knowledge were often asking questions like, hey, what is an offset account? Or how do I budget and manage my money appropriately? And so that led me into some postgraduate studies, which I was very fortunate enough to do part of my studies over at Harvard University, studying with Professor John Komlos. And I stumbled across a book that completely changed my life and my outlook towards money management. That book is called Thinking Fast and Slow by Danny Kahneman. Danny Kahneman is a Nobel Prize winning author that wrote this book that really delved down into the psychology of how people make decisions. And then I started to put two and two together. I saw all these experiences with how people manage their money, how people were earning really good incomes but didn't know how to budget, or people that were earning low incomes but didn't know how to improve their financial situation. And that for me, I felt like was a bit of a travesty, that there is so much information out there, but making sense of it all is really hard and complex. And that really brings us to why we created WeMoney. WeMoney is a social financial wellness platform that helps Australians live a better financial life by offering them the ability to see all their accounts in one place, access to their credit score so they can improve their credit health, but also speak to real individuals navigating these money issues in real time and everybody helping each other get ahead together. And the thing that I'm most passionate about is the intersection between money, finance, and the psychology or the behavioral aspects of how we think about money, ranging from the practical to the emotional conditions of when money is a topic in our lives that we need to address. And we think this is one of the final frontiers of really getting a deeper understanding of our relationship with money and how we can make money work for us in a much better way. And hopefully we can do that together on the show here at We Talk Sense. Okay, well, straight to the news. Now, the biggest topic that's on everyone's mind is the rate of inflation, with a number coming out in July at 6.1%, a number that Aussies haven't seen for the last 40 odd years. And also, according to the Australian Treasurer, that number's only tipped to go to 7.75% by the end of the year before starting to cool down in 2023 and then really abating in 2024. That's obviously a long time to wait, and a lot of Australians are going to feel the pinch in their back pocket as they navigate through these inflationary times. There are ways that you can look to, of course, mitigate the effects of inflation. The first one is looking for substitutes. Is there anything that you can do to supplement something inside either your grocery basket or the things that you do every single week and month with your household budget for something that is different? Say, for example, you used to take the kids out to fun fairs or other places that might cost you 20 to 30 bucks for entry. perhaps considering freer alternatives that they can have just as much as fun, but the cost is free. The other way to look at it is looking at the things that you put inside your grocery basket. Is there different brands or different types of other foods that you could potentially eat that still give you a lot of satisfaction, but at a lower price point, which basically means your dollar goes further. You're buying the same things that you did, you're buying different sorts of them, and therefore at a cheaper cost. That can help a lot of people mitigate the effects of inflation. Now, the other big topic on hand, of course, is rising interest rates. We have seen record rate rises from the Reserve Bank of Australia, which is only going to push up the cost of credit products, things like mortgages, personal loans, and credit cards, where people are going to be paying more for their debt products moving forward as rates increase to mitigate the effects of inflation. Now, the biggest tip there that a lot of Aussies can embrace is reviewing their current financial situation. There's a funny thing in financial services that they often say is that people are more loyal to their bank, and in fact, in some cases, you have a longer relationship with your bank than the typical Australian marriage, which is, absolutely a travesty. We should be shopping around and making sure that we're getting the best possible deal, especially on things like mortgages, credit cards, and personal loans, which consume the biggest part of our monthly budgets. There's plenty of options for people to consider ways to explore those cheaper alternatives. All you have to do is type in, say, cheapest home loan rate, best refinance offer into Google, around your credit products that you currently hold to find cheaper alternatives. And who knows, you could be saving anywhere between $100 to $200 each and every single month. Again, mitigating the impact of rising inflation and rising interest rates. Well, a brief interruption to let you know about the producer of this podcast, WeMoney. What is WeMoney? WeMoney is a social financial wellness platform that allows you to see your finances together all in one place. You can connect your transaction accounts, credit cards, superannuation providers to get that full 360-degree view of your money all in one place. You can track and monitor your credit score over time and get hints and tips on how you can improve your score to get access to cheaper forms of credit, either right now or also in the future. And the We in WeMoney is this passionate community of individual creators that share money hints and tips directly on the WeMoney platform, so you can do things like improve your income by learning more about side hustles, learn how to do meal prep so you can cut your expenses, and plenty of other topics to cover off on the WeMoney community feed. You can download WeMoney for free by heading to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and searching WeMoney, or there's a link to a description below on how you can download WeMoney for free today. Okay, now back to the show. Okay, we're going to give 5 lucky listeners and watchers access to some free merch. If you're interested in getting a WeMoney shirt, an awesome WeMoney stainless steel tumbler, a hat or a hoodie, or anything else from our awesome merch store, then all you have to do is provide us what is the biggest money lesson that you have learned that has been the most valuable for your life and improving your finances. If you share that in the comments below, we'll pick 5 lucky winners and send you this merch directly. Well, guys, there's another installment of We Talk Sense. We hope today's recap gave you a good understanding about the show format moving forward. If you like the show, give us a like, subscribe below. If you're listening to this on a podcast player, head over to YouTube, subscribe as well so you get all the updates to money hints and tips and news here on We Talk Sense. Until next time, onwards.